Every day at Family Shelter Service, we see the effects of domestic violence firsthand. Children who are withdrawn and unable to communicate their needs and fears. Mothers who are traumatized and beaten down emotionally and physically. Each day we hear their stories on our 24-hour hotline, in counseling and at court, and sometimes from individuals who actually arrive at our door with only the clothes on their back. The following are stories from people who have chosen to talk about their struggle.
Everybody loved him. Everybody thought he was just the greatest person, a person that any parent would want their daughter to marry and be with.
In public, my husband was very charismatic, outgoing, best guy in the world. About 4 years after we were married, when I had encouraged him to try to get some counseling and get some help, realized at that point that there was no way out, that I would just have to adjust our lives to his behavior.
It was about 1.5 years and when things actually started to change. I did experience physical abuse. Other type of abuse you don't hear a lot about is the mental abuse and verbal abuse.
And I followed in my car. I didn't have any brakes. My husband said that he took the bolts out of the calipers, and he didn't mean for me to get in an accident. He just wanted to scare me.
The first time I had to call the police was one of the scariest times in my life. Them leaving, now what's going to happen to me and the kids? He wasn't abusive toward them, but what he did to me affected them. They're not telling you because they want everything to be okay.
And he told me, "Mom, this is our last chance. We practiced this and we practiced this, and now it's time to go." And my 2 youngest came down, and they had suitcases that they always kept packed and hidden in their rooms.
I tried so many times to do it alone. I left so many times, and I found myself going back, and it wasn't by choice, because eventually I learned through Family Shelter it wasn't me.
And it's just so important for the victims to recognize that there is help that isn't going to hurt you. You just have to get out. You have to make that decision. And you have to know once you're out, you never ever have to go back.
Through Family Shelter Service, families find healing. They begin to believe in themselves as good parents, friends, and valuable members of society. When you make a donation, you are applauding the courage of these individuals, and you are showing them that we are all working together to promote a culture where violence is not tolerated.
I listen to my boys laugh, and I see the calm in their face, and nobody cries except for me.
Family Shelter just saved me and my kids' life.